Hi folks, I'm Marvelous. So today I will be doing a completed kit build review on this ship, Japan Coast Guard patrol vessel, PL61 Hateruma. So this kit is from Pit Road under the Skywave series at 1/700 scale. So I've done a kit review on this ship few weeks ago probably. So one thing I found out about this kit, there is a pre-colored version. So it comes, with the hull, the deck, all pre-colored. So you just have to assemble it. And another version would be a pre-colored and pre-built. So it is, already everything assembled, completed, more like just for display. So, but I believe those completed models comes from this kit, and that means somebody at the factory is painting it and assembling it. But I'm not sure how they're doing it because the build wasn't so easy. So, but they're doing it and they're selling it. So I guess they're having a good time assembling it. So anyway, this kit I have done a kit review. You can go back and check out the video if you would like to see more. So this is the instruction, and I mentioned it has less than 100 parts, and actually I did count it, and there are 78 pieces, including stand and everything. So not many parts to assemble. So let's get into my completed build, and for this time I have made it into a diorama. I don't usually do dioramas, but since this was a simple kit and it was so small, I did it into a sea diorama. So this is how it looks like. I put the label here because there was a decal for this. This is the ship's name and the company. So for this kit, there are two smaller boats given here. So these are probably like some pirate ships or some illegal ships. So the build was quite easy, except for the deck color. Certain areas I had to mask them, I think like here and here. Then I painted the white. But for this entire piece of deck here, I think I just painted it green. And then I think this piece also probably had I did some masking. So the additional thing I have done for this kit would be I added photo edge railings. So these photo edge railings are generic railings that I bought. So these are just cheap Chinese 1/700 scale railings, and they have some letters. So I've used some of these. This kit has a photo edge set, but I did not get that. So they probably provide some photo edge for the mast, or and also the railings. So the helicopter is all these are actually decals. I didn't really paint them except for the front, the canopy. So it has some flags here in the front. There's also railings at the front. And for this mast here, I actually did some things which is I did cut up certain areas to make it look thinner, like these two decks here, because the original kit is actually these parts here are very thick. So to make it more realistic, you can just cut off some of the plastics. And I think besides that, nothing much. Okay, they gave this flag as a decal, but there was nothing to attach to. So I melted one sprue and then just cut it and glue it there. And also so for these two other smaller ships, nothing much. Normally for dioramas like this, usually people will attach at waterline level, then they will probably stick it to the surface of this whatever plate you're using. But I did a full hull and then I actually cut through the hole there. So underneath you will see it looks like that. So it's not very nice, but I guess nobody's looking at the bottom. So for this sea diorama, I have used this kind of plastic. I don't know what you call this. It's like a corrugated plastic plate. It's very soft, very easy to cut. So I just placed this ship over there. I just draw some lines, then I cut out the hole. And then before putting in the ships, I used some white glue, smear it all the way on top of this plate here. I used this kind of white glue. And then I used the paper towel, just to stick on it. And just use a brush to wrinkle it up. So I did about 3 layers of that, and just wet the paper towel, apply lots of white glue, then stick another paper towel wet, do a couple of layers, then it did form these wavy lines that looks like the ocean. Then I just painted over using the normal paints, Mr. Color paints. And then for these white wavy lines here, I actually cheated a bit. I used the crayon and just rub it on top of it, and it actually starts showing like that. So I think it looks quite okay. Looks quite realistic. So I just left it like that. So of course, if I touch it, it's a little bit oily with some grease. So once I've done that, then I put this ship in sort of force it in. So might not be so level. But anyway, I think at this scale it doesn't look that bad. Okay, so I think that's about it for this build. It was quite I think you can do it quite fast. Nothing too special about this. So I ended up did not use this stand, but I did paint it. So I think, but if I want to take this ship out, I can still take it out because it's not glued to this piece here. So maybe at some point I might want to just take it out and display it here. So it's a very simple diorama, nothing special. I'll probably just like, leave it like that. Can be done real quickly. In fact, sticking the white glue and the paper towels, wet it, it will probably take like an hour. Then leave it to dry. Then you can start painting it. So I think that's all for this kit's completed build review. And actually, I had fun with this build. This kit's plastic is very crisp and sharp, molded very nicely. So there are many other Japan Coast Guard ships available under this Pit Roads label. So maybe I might want to try some other, some of the other Coast Guard vessel. And also, I think 1/700 scale has more choices compared to 1/350. So I might, I think for next year I might be doing more 1/700 scale rather than 1/350 scale. And also 1/350 scale will take a long time to finish one kit. So kits like this can be finished up quite fast in a week, or maybe even faster than that. So yeah, so I think this will be the last kit that I'll be doing for year 2022. And then I will bring a summary of what all the kits I have done in 2022. So stay tuned for that video. I'll bring it up soon before the year ends. So I hope you enjoyed this kit's review. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe. And I will bring you more kit reviews and builds soon. So until then, happy modeling and cheers for now. Bye.